Hi guys, this is Kat. I just want to give you a little side notes about my readings and my future plans for readings. I did maybe set a very ambitious plan to give you monthlies, bi-weeklies, weeklies, dailies, etc, etc, etc. I just really want to give you kind of like idea of realities behind us and what I consider to be good reading and what I consider to be bad reading. First of all, at Cat Tarot, you're getting a really educated and qualified reading. Reason for that is not only did I have enormous life experiences and being the real Queen of Swords, I felt most things in life on my skin, and hence I already know where this thing actually goes. But also, I actually don't know cards only. I actually studied esoteric, I studied occult, I studied Kabbalah, I studied Christianity, I studied Quran. I actually would not say I'm an expert in any of these fields, but I can actually give a really good debate with people who are really educated in it. So when I see cards, I just don't see a pretty picture. And I see proliferation of this on the net, and I see a proliferation of schools of people who are, I don't know, 22 or 25, or like now they're just trying to teach you about tarot. To teach about tarot, you're teaching about life. I use tarot in my therapy, and tarot has really good results because each card represents archetype. If a person cannot give you an hour minimum on one card, maybe you should shy away from this kind of things. And this brings me to the difficulties that I'm experiencing, because I want to cover everything that I see. Like, reading tarot is detective work. Just imagine that you're sitting down and you have to solve a mathematical problem. You are thinking at it from all different directions. There is something completely brand new placed in front of it. Most likely you didn't see it. Why? Tarot has 78 cards. When you start using reversals, which kind of give you additional kind of layers, you're actually looking in 156 possibilities. So now just 3 cards, just reading over the 3 cards would give you 3.5 millions of combinations. I generally read 10, sometimes 20, sometimes 30 cards. Only on my channel you have seen grand tableaus with 52 cards. I am telling you, other readers cannot really do that. There are very few out there that I highly appreciate and highly respect, but most of them, they would tell you 1 or 2 keywords for the tarot card and off you go. Sure, like if somebody asks me, oh, you know, should I just go with this guy or not? Well, that's relatively a simple answer. But the better question is like, why am I compelled doing these kind of things? So that way, instead of just putting a band-aid on a bleeding symptom, I actually tell you why you're bleeding and prevent you of kind of like not exposing yourself to that in the future. So I'm just basically telling you that I'm first of all thankful for everybody who is sticking up with me, because I do understand that you guys are really actually following your spiritual path. My readings are not superficial readings, and the people who are sticking with me and me being relatively blunt and open, it kind of like really, I know that you're doing your work. However, of course, from time to time, I see a few people who are just simply bad weed, and that kind of activates Libra in me. I don't know if you know, I'm Aquarius Sun, but I'm Libra rising. Actually, I'm sort of like on a fence with Libra and Scorpio, so I have both. So what started to happen recently, because channel grew so much, that actually people are entitled. Oh, where is this? Am I not getting this? Am I not getting 1 hour reading? Am I not getting, you know, you didn't release this, you didn't release that, as you are seeing here in today's conversation. Now, I don't know, like really what got into these people. I mean, I can put different words, and I can put these words for this person to learn: entitled, demanding, caustic, captious, carping, fussy, disparaging. You know, I really wish these people well, but I don't want them on this channel. I am not obligated to do this. And when it comes to this, this is about 60 hours of work. very hard work. It's a detective work. Just think that you have to put at least 30 hours of these 60 really looking down and trying to decode what you see, and see how much that would drain you. So somebody just demanding that I just drop my family, I drop my life so they can be entertained for 20-30 minutes, it's obnoxious, and they really get Libra in me. I was like really almost thinking I should just cut the sign off, but then again another part of Libra in me say, okay, don't be bad King of Swords, just give these people, because that's just a bad seed. And just to let you know, any kind of comments that you walk around and you decide to give somebody a negative comment, I have a very thick skin. It doesn't get to me. Just something that is unjust, in which case you're cut off from the channel. Your comments are never going to appear. You will be typing, you will be thinking that you're leaving a comment, but the comment will never appear to anybody but you. So this cat tarot I am keeping for the people who actually want to follow through on spiritual growth. If you can use any other way, and this is giving you maybe practical advice how to go through these 2 weeks, that's great. Another thing is, like, I released this ahead of time and people say that didn't happen. Well, if I release this on the 1st for the next 15 days, or people say, well, you know, part of that kind of really resonated but the other parts didn't, like you missed it. You know, again, self-absorption or just inability to kind of have a self-reflection is kind of like obviously evident there, because I keep repeating, these are general readings. Just imagine when I focus and I'm shuffling cards, I'm focused on 200,000 people. Do you really believe that all 200,000 are going to have absolutely identical issue? So of course, like, I mean, when I focus on the energy, prevalent energy comes through, right? So I just ask you to be patient. I will ask you to be considerate. Also, when it comes to private readings are never free. I consider the 60 hours more than basically my contribution. In fact, I'll probably be cutting it down because it's becoming impossible. I actually do have 3 other businesses in addition to this one. So I'm a therapist, I'm a life coach, and I have a marketing business. So giving 3 hours a day of this detective work is lots of dedication. You have to ask yourself, when was the last time that you consistently gave 3 hours every day? This is from your free time, this is from you doing nothing, this is from basically something that you could read a book or just watch a television. So when I see this, where is my Virgo, where is my Leo, I am not taking that lightly, because I can as well just decide to take a long bath and do nothing. And I'm doing this because I know it actually helps people, and this is my dedication for my Aquarian nature. I really do want to help. But you know what? There is a card in tarot that is called 6 of Pentacles that talks about two-way street. It talks about giving and talks about sharing. And if this becomes I give and give and give, and some people take and take and take, this is not a good relationship. Another thing is, like, guys, don't think that this is like I depend on this monetarily, because I don't. This is actually a minuscule part of my income. And hence, I really would appreciate if you guys share, if you guys comment, if you guys can actually help to create a better world. This is my dedication to it. I just don't care to give you 1 or 2 keywords. That to me is a nonsense, and this is not money-making business tarot. Having said that, this channel is going to get its first kitten very soon. Not the furry kitten, but a human kitten. Somebody is actually being trained to help. So a little bit more about that in the near future. So it's going to be kind of interesting to actually have a few other people and a few different personalities. So she is Libra, and kind of like is a good fit to have this kind of like very from above opinion. And I would love to hear like you guys supporting her when she starts, and you know, maybe kind of like guiding both her and me to see how we can kind of progress further. So thank you so much for listening to my little rant. You know that I don't do it often, but I guess my Libra nature really got triggered and finally it's out of my system. And now I'm not going to punish the signs that this came from, Virgo and Leo, because I find that most Virgos and most Leos are so freaking fantastic, and I love you to death, guys. But I guess just like with Aquarians, you always find a bad seed anywhere. Love you guys, and yeah, the rest of the Teroscopes, Is Your Ex Coming Back, are coming up soon. Love you.